Insperity presents the Small Business Advocate Show with Jim Blasingame, brought to you by FedEx, CareerBuilder.com, and Palo Alto Software. This is a copyrighted production of Small Business Network, Inc., all rights reserved.
The late, great godfather of soul, ladies and gentlemen, James Brown. We're going to keep playing James as long as we can, as long as I'm around. I won't forget about him. Because Papa's got a brand new bag. 7 till, I'm Jim Blasingame, having a great visit with our good friend Leigh Branham. We're talking about why people leave. Lee's books are The 7 Hidden Reasons Employees Leave. How about that for a title on our topic? And then there's a new book called Re-Engage. Leigh, tell us again how we can find you online.
It's keepingthepeople.com.
That's a big deal these days, folks. We're talking about the 10 top reasons, the top 10 reasons why people leave. The first 4 have nothing to do with pay. The 5th one is pay, but it's all the way down to the 5, folks. The top 4 are the way you treat them, the way you recognize them or not. It's all about their feelings. It's all about their relationship. It's all about how they feel about you and how they think you feel about them. So if people think that I can't afford to give my people raises, therefore I can't be competitive with the big boxes. It has nothing to do with that, does it?
Well, it generally for most people, it's about other stuff that we're talking about today. There's some percentage that need to pay for survival, and there's a certain point where it's a breaking point for it. But once you pass that point, it's about other stuff.
Number 6 is they feel ignored. Like they don't even exist?
Well, yeah. I mean, 62% of employees in one study said they never get any feedback. A lot of people are plugging away at their jobs and never get thanked. And the biggest problem, I think, we're really missing out on a lot of great ideas by not asking the people that are close to the customer, what ideas do you have that could help us do better as a company? Best Buy is a great example of that. They ask their clerks and people in their stores, give us your ideas, and we'll pay you for great ideas that we implement that make us more money or save money. And they got 900 people that responded and were rewarded for giving their ideas. And
what a great
really
idea.
Helped Best Buy survive.
And there's no reason why you can't do that in your small business. No reason.
Exactly right.
And you don't need a suggestion box. You should have an open door for something like that.
Exactly right. Yeah. There's one company here in Missouri that asks people, they have a one-question survey once a month, what do you need to help you do your job better? And people say, well, I could use another, in hotels, I could use a new set of knives and, in the kitchen and stuff like that. And they respond immediately and get them what they need. And it just really shows, that the company cares about them doing a good job and helping them take pride in what they do.
The 7th one is they don't like being micromanaged. They want to be given the responsibility and the authority, don't they?
That's right. I mean, employees want to be trusted to do a good job, and they want to get to use their own judgment to do a good job. And there's certain jobs where you need to really make sure things are done a certain way. But once people have mastered the basics, they need to be trusted to do it without being micromanaged. And there's a hotel, Ritz-Carlton, lets their managers make decisions to spend up to, I think it's $2,000.
You need to be the last mile employee, the truck driver, the desk clerk, whoever is on the last mile to the customer, needs to be able to have some latitude to make a decision if it'll make the customer happy. They should have the boundaries. But I'll tell you what, folks, if you want to see your business grow organically, give your people the opportunity, give them the authority to make customers happy. It will change the way customers feel about your business.
Amen.
Yeah. Unacceptable surroundings is next. What are they not clean? They're dangerous? What is that? What would it be?
Well, it could be several things. A lot of people are working in noisy, cramped, disorganized, sometimes smelly situations where some of these things can be corrected.
Well, yeah, and of course, it might. Some of those people might be in places where, if you work in some factories, they just don't smell good sometimes.
Exactly right, and sometimes you can't do much about it. So you just have
Number
to tell
9
people.
was kind of combined with that, I think, and that's not having the right tools. So that's an environmental kind of a thing that just takes maybe an investment that somebody makes. But I want to quickly get to number 10, which is non-performers are tolerated and rewarded. 30 seconds. I'm surprised this isn't higher on the list.
Well, it could be. I mean, the thing that really annoys a lot of otherwise motivated employees is the fact that people who are non-performers aren't being confronted and are tolerated and are still there, and that's very demotivating to good performers.
Yeah. If you want to spoil the barrel of apples, leave a rotten one in there and praise it. That'll do it real quick. Leigh, thanks for being here. Good job. Thanks for this great list. Very informative. I knew you'd do a good job for us, and I knew we'd get smarter when you joined us. So come back again real soon.
Thanks, Jim. Appreciate
Leigh Branham, ladies and gentlemen, keepingthepeople.com. That's his website. Got to go for this hour. I'm Jim Blasingame. I'll see you later.
Insperity presents the Small Business Advocate Show with Jim Blasingame, brought to you by FedEx, CareerBuilder.com, and Palo Alto Software. This is a copyrighted production of Small Business Network, Inc., intended for the private use of our audience. Except as otherwise provided by copyright law, all other copying, redistribution, or publication without prior written consent is prohibited. All rights reserved.